Hi, so happy to be with you today to talk about balance. Whew, have I needed some balance this week? Most of you know, I'm with my family. And so, sometimes I can get knocked off balance being here. I knew it. I know it. Hey, Debbie Ryder. It's our family where we have the most challenges, like when we come visit our family, right? Well, I wrote about it in the blog that's coming out this evening, and you're going to read all about it because I don't want to talk about it too loud around my family. But I had a situation come up that, like, whew, I will say, and I will admit, it knocked me off balance for a moment, but then I came back. It took me doing a practice. It also took me reaching out to some of my support that is not my family. And I came back. And also just like being around my dad. My dad, oh my gosh, he's so awesome. My dad is going to be 83 in October. He looks like he's 60 and he does everything. Like that man is super strong. Like if I need something lifted or whatever, he does it. I'm like, wow, I want to be like him when I'm in my 80s for sure. So I'm going to keep working on it. One thing I know about my dad is he does have a little movement practice. I gave it to him years ago when my mom was still alive, and he was having lots of neck problems and lots of back problems and feet problems, and he does it, and then he's super active. So he does his practice in the morning and he's super active. So he actually is, one of us. Those who want to be ageless by moving more. All right. So we're going to talk about balance. And aloha, Minnesotan. Hey, Debbie. Balance really starts at the bottom with our feet. So the practice that I'm giving you this week is all about working on finding balance through the feet. Because if we cannot find our balance there, then things just knock us off. So I know one of us has been having a lot of vertigo, which, that's kind of an imbalance and feeling like, ooh, whirly and being dizzy. What that means energetically is that we've gone way too spiritual, like we're up in the higher chakras, and that we need to come down to our feet. We need to balance. We need to bring that energy back down. Hey, Tammy, glad you're here. So let's get started talking about how to find balance by working on those feet. So first thing, of course, many of you know, golf ball. Always have a golf ball around and roll on that golf ball on the bottoms of your feet. It will open your feet, strengthen your feet. It just like it. Golf ball's like a miracle worker. Just gets you into your feet. And then once we're in our feet, we're connecting to our roots, our deepest roots, our ancestors. So now I'm going to talk about the foundation of our feet, and then give you a little practice to do to help you. So let's make sure that you can see me, maybe a little further down. Okay, so I'm going to start out just talking about, and I know you can't see me, but talking about the foundation of our feet. So I'm bringing my feet inner hip width apart. So right lining up from the inside of my hip bones. And that way, my femur bone, my leg bone, fits right into my hip sockets. Then I'm going to press into the outer edges of my heels. Now, if I do that, I really press into the outer edges of my heels, I have these beautiful arches that form. And we want to have that, and that is our inner leg working. Then I'm going to lift and spread my toes wide apart. I want to learn to be able to do that, because if I can't spread my toes apart, it means that parts of my legs are tight and they're not allowing the muscles to release my toes. So I have to really work to get widespread toes. That helps my legs. Then that transfers all the way up my body. So just a moment while I'm, so you can see me, I'll squat down. Why we work on our feet, besides all the ancestor stuff, is that our feet hold the energy map of the entire body. So if we have healthy feet, we have a healthy system. So working on our feet works the entire body. Got it? All right. Now, I don't walk around with my toes lifted. I'm just going to set them down. Widespread toes setting onto the earth. Now here, I'm just going to come forward and I'm going to look at my feet, my widespread toes, my beautiful arches, and they're inner hip width apart, which means they're about 1 palm width apart. And I'm going to keep that, just hang down. And then I'm going to just begin to walk my hands forward. Now, if you can't get your hands to the floor, you can just bring your hands onto a chair and walk your hands forward here. So you'll just do, we're going for a downward dog, and you're just going to do it on a chair if you can't walk forward here. So I walk forward very slowly until I come as far as I can, keeping my feet planted and my heel into the earth. I don't want my heel to come off. So if any of you are really tight and your heels start to come off, you want to make sure as you walk your hands forward that that doesn't happen. I'm taking the sweatshirt off because I feel like I'm drowning in it. It's just chilly here though. Oh, it's like 40 some degrees this morning. So here I am, I walk forward. And then I'm going to be here, press into the outer edges of my heels. Then I'm going to just start to stand on my right foot, making sure I have arches. I'm going to lift and spread my toes. Then, if I can, I straighten my back leg and start to turn that hip up. Now the whole time I'm just focusing on this standing foot. And I can feel how my foot and my leg are going to work to keep that. And that's what you want to do. You're strengthening this standing leg to be able to balance on it. Then I'm just going to, when I get tired, set that foot down. And as I reestablish the push into the outer edge of my heels on my left foot, lifting those toes, then all I'm going to do is take my right foot back. Take my glasses off, they're falling off anyway, turn my hip up. And just, I'm focusing on this standing foot, making sure that outer edge of the head, heel is pressing. And then I have this really nice arch. And then I can just hold here and feel how my foot and leg are working to hold me up. Now just hold there until you're ready to come down, and then you reestablish both feet into the earth. Feels so good. Now if you did that just on the couch, all you would do is same thing and just bring the leg back. But and again, you're focusing on this standing leg, making sure the toes are lifting and that you have a beautiful arch. Kind of a squishy couch. All right, so from here, we're just going to walk our hands back to our feet and look at our feet. We have these beautiful arches, widespread toes. I'm going to just set them down on the earth and just love on them for a minute. Just be with them because we're not with our feet that often. Then I'm going to push energy into the outer edge of my heels as I come up. I come up, I come up. And as I come up, my tail goes down. Then as my tail goes down, my ribs snap in and down. Boom. And I roll my inner arms out, squeezing my scapula together. And my head and neck just lands at the very top of my body. I'll try to get to where the whole piece, you can see that. And I just stand here and breathe. So this is our entire posture where our energy system is open. But it starts down in our feet. So in this week's practice, then we start to play with some balancing. So without losing the arch and without gripping the toes. So do this week's practice, ageless movement practices, and see what happens for you. So, I'm gonna find my glasses. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's see if you guys have any questions. Birdie Beer. Hi there, experienced a close encounter with the bear last evening. Whoa. And today woke up with a scratchy throat and heavy lungs, feeling the onset of upper respiratory flu. Ooh, no. So I'm passing up on an opportunity to spend the weekend at a resort with extended family because I don't feel up to being with children and away from comforts at home. Mostly because I want to do multiple movement practices. Woo! I know, like Martha is doing this thing. You go, girl. Yeah. Oh, hey, Beth. Glad you're here. Yeah. So this is good. Like taking care of ourselves. We have to put ourselves first. And when we start to do that, family members won't like it. I'm experiencing some of that right now. Like speaking up for myself, not okay. Telling people not to treat me the way that they've treated me in the past, whoa, not okay, right? Yeah, and so that's good though. That's just showing me that I'm taking care of me. That, I don't want to be treated like that anymore. And so as I say it, the person or people that are doing that to me, like they get all uncomfortable, right? Of course, right? And they have to change or go away. And that's okay. That's just a sign that we're taking care of ourselves. It's best to take care of ourselves, keep our balance, not get knocked off if you possibly can. It's really, really hard around family. But if you do what I did, just get on your mat and start to move and breathe, get reconnected to your feet, and then do a balancing practice, and it will really help. Because I know that the ancestors and our families really, really want us to get this. Some of them are just our teachers, and they're teaching us to love ourselves. And it seems like they're not, like they're, giving us messages like you're not okay or whatever. That's just so that we love ourselves. Like loving ourselves isn't about everybody around us loving us. It's about us loving us. And then they get to choose. And it doesn't matter whether they love us or not. I love Ash Amberg. She's an online person, and she has the Middle Finger Project. And she says that if half the people aren't hating on you, you're not being authentically who you really are, and sharing that. So I'm going to leave that as I go into a family wedding and attempt to keep my balance. And I'll let you know as I get onto the other side. So good to be with you, and we'll talk soon. Bye.